Hi, I'm Susie Unshaped, and this is day 7 of our 31-day challenge of living from your heart in a 3D world. So everyone just take a big deep breath in, right down into your body, and just maybe let's so we're hitting our heart today by just tapping it open, Actually, that reminds me of my good friend Chelsea Jean Lymphatics, which every morning that's what you need to do. King Kong, wake up this area, this section for your lymphatic system, and then she's got a great sequence you do to get it all moving. But let's King Kong our heart, because feel it, touch it. That is where we are living from now. That is what we are coming back to remembering. And yesterday I touched on, I got very emotional about going back to younger versions of ourselves and seeing ourselves through the eyes of us to them, but then flipping it. And you are that little girl or little boy now, like you are that little human, and all you want to do is scoop them up when they feel bad about themselves and give them a hug, like it's just like a baby. They're just the most precious, gorgeous, most divine things in the world, a brand new baby. I would cuddle a baby forever. I missed my babies. They're all big now. They don't let me cuddle them quite so much, but that's who you are. Like, is it easy for you to judge yourself as a 3-year-old or a toddler that's been like told they're bad or told they're naughty? Like, if you see yourself through that lens and like feel the compassion you have for them, but you need to apply that to yourself now. The same compassion, because you are the same thing. Yeah, your form is smaller, like you're littler. And so what, that is deserving of more compassion? No, you are still the same soul essence. And a recap, if you haven't watched any of our other things, we have defined with absolute truth that, number one, if you exist, you are a creation of divine source energy. That is just a fact. We all think that we're humans down here and we have a soul in us, but really we're souls that are in a human body having an experience. We're like here to experience all of the amazingness of the world and the not so amazingness, so we can embody those experiences. And it's sort of a little bit like, actually just got this, when you do those face scans or the thumbprint scan on your phone, and you've got to look at things from, like, you keep having to move your face around or you have to move your thumb around so it gets all the different ridges and different lines so it can like analyze it properly. That's a little bit like this human experience is. It's seeing things from a million different perspectives and getting all of the experiential embodiment of those like experiences. That's what all these different lifetimes, like we're all coming and it's like, okay, I want to experience that. I'm going to experience that in the opposite way. I'm going to like, so that we can round out our, like, it's not evolution. It's actually our remembering of who we are as a whole. Because I think it's in Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh, an amazing audiobook or book if you are a reader like I am. And he's talking about that we want to embody the experiences, and without one, you can't have the other. Without sorrow, you can't experience joy. Without being confined or restricted, you can't experience freedom. So they're so like such broad terms of the words, but imagine doing that like in the 3D scanning of the face or the thumbprint, like it's experiencing it in all its different facets and ways it can show up so that we can embody those experiences. And that is the reason we're here. But our soul is still like we have a tiny bit in this human body, but the rest is all connected up there. Like the rest is like, we've only got some droplets of that soul in here is all we need for this human body to function. The rest is, it's in the energy. It's connected to all things. It's connected to the universe. It's not like, boom, you have it all inside you, like this little soul down in your heart. No, it's more like we've got threads attached to our heart that are connected to all of the universe. And That's why I just find it so hysterical that we put so, like, as I was talking about on the body image thing yesterday, which is what started me out on this journey, was like the separateness of us, that we judge this physical form that we're in, which Bashar actually said it very well this morning, and I'm not going to repeat it because it was way more intellectual than I can possibly eloquently explain. But our physical bodies are actually a projection from our soul. Like, we are projecting this. Like, it's not actually real. It's a projected illusion. And I think I said, it wasn't in this challenge, but I was like, imagine like if you can see energy, as you know, when like if you zoom in on a picture or a video and it's like pixelated, and imagine the picture is like pixelated dots, like the dot paintings, like pointillism, I think it's called, like all the little dots, but that's just energy. And it's under such immense pressure on Earth here that it forms into matter. But it's really still just energy. It's just dots of energy. All that our eyes, our 3D eyes, are translating as a fixed solid being. But really, it's just energy. And so we're all just these basically just compressed energy bouncing around. So he then proposes on how we can go and actually change that energy. And you can use your imagination, which is connected up there, to sculpt whatever it is that you want. That might be getting a little bit ahead of ourselves today, but it is a possibility. But and I suppose I want to touch on the fact that yesterday I said, like, we are all one, like there is no separateness. We are all source energy in our core, in our hearts, that we are not separate. And I mean that from a like soul essence point of view, like, and the soul essence is who you truly are. But as individual humans, and I suppose I probably haven't wrapped my head around this yet, but we are all so unique. And that's what makes us special. And I think it's because of this. I think each of our souls or soul essence has chosen to have so many different faceted experiences that's what's built us into. We've all embodied things in a different way. We've all embodied lifetimes and lifetimes in different ways, like eons of lifetimes. I remember embodying some not so fun ones in like medieval French prisons, but I did that when I was working on my poor sleep, and it was like sleep. I did a regression thing, and I could see myself in the torture chambers where it was like paint, like you would be spiked if you slept. So anyway, that's a side note. But over our lifetimes, we've embodied so many different experiences, and that's what makes us all so unique. Everyone is an individual. Like, is it Dr. Zeus? No one is you with something, I don't know. No one is youer than you. But when what I mean by we are all the same is like we are all created from the same source energy. And so any unaligned belief system that says you're not enough, causes you guilt or shame, or makes you feel bad about yourself, not pretty enough, not skinny enough, not fast enough, not smart enough, not clever enough, not creative enough. It's all of those unaligned belief systems. Those are the parts that are not real, because your soul essence is pure love. And it's those unaligned belief systems that have stopped us from remembering who we truly are in our hearts. So yes, we're all unique individuals, but from our heart space, the essence, the true core of who you are, that is the part where we are all the same and all created from the same energy. And that energy is pure love. So I'm talking myself through this at the same time I'm talking you through it. But the idea of being separate and that we're alone is not true, because we're all connected. And I'm going to go back to the Avatar. Like Avatar, that movie just blew my mind. I loved it. It was just such a depiction of how energies are connected. And it was is it the Awa tree? I don't know how to pronounce it. that was the life force giving tree, and all the energy from the tree was in all of the plants and the animal and everywhere. Like, we protected this energy at all cost. And that's the same as what we are. Like, our energy, we are connected. Like, we're connected to the earth. Like, if you need to feel good, just put your feet on the ground, close your eyes, and just breathe in and just feel. Like, imagine the energy, like roots just going down through the surface and like going all the way down and like reaching into the core of Mother Earth. If you want a really nice grounding practice, just close your eyes and just imagine that. Like, we are connected like the tree roots, like nature, how all the roots, and I'm not sure, I watched an amazing documentary on, is it mycelium? I might have got the name quite wrong, but it's basically like a fungus that decomposes things, but also grows. Like, it goes all the way through the earth, and it's all connected, like amazing intricate network system. And that is nature giving us a 3D representation of how we are all connected. Like, our energy is, we are all connected because we all have got connection through us up into, I don't know, I say up, but it's not up, it's everywhere. It's all around the infinite source energy. Like, we are all dialed in. And I love some of the new earth conversations about how like we're going to start talking actually telepathically. So, which isn't actually from our minds, it's actually from our hearts, and people will be, and only authenticity is going to be able to show, because you can't lie from a telepathic communication, because it goes through source energy, and source energy is pure love. And there are no falsehoods within it. So when we're talking, like, I watched listened to the telepathy tapes on Spotify. If you want to see, they've scientifically proven that telepathy exists. I personally believe it already. Like, I didn't need the scientific proof. But if you need scientific proof that telepathy is already existing, the telepathy tapes on Spotify, it's about non-verbal autistic children who already communicate telepathically. They even have a hill they all hang out at. And once you listen to those tapes, you will undeniably agree that it's been scientifically proven that telepathy exists. No, I can't say that word, but we're all like, practice having a telepathic conversation with someone. Like, just close your eyes and say, like, literally just picture them in your mind and say hi, and actually do it with someone that you haven't seen for a while, and then see if they text you or message you. That'd be really fun. Say, I was just thinking of you. It's happening. You're doing it already without even knowing it. You know, when you're just thinking of that person, then bang, there's a message, or you send a message and they were just thinking of you. Like, you're already doing it. You just don't know it. Like, even animals, like, you can talk to your animals telepathically. You can talk to your plants telepathically. I think they've proven that plants, that you talk to them, you don't even need to speak to them. You can speak. It's not in your mind. It's from your heart, because we're all connected. So that energy is already connected. So that's why you can communicate. Like, have a try. It's a bit of fun. As I said, that Nuts, our resident squirrel, just bounced across the back fence. We love Nuts. He's so cute, but he's a very noisy eater. Yes, so telepathy, like, we're going to be talking from here and not from here, which gets this involved. So the communications are going to be pure and heart-based. Okay, I feel like I have rambled. So I'm going to give you, let's do some practical steps for day 7. Okay, well, I want to, number 1, send some telepathic communications out. Close your eyes, think of the person, tell them something you want them to know, and just see if anyone gets a message, or when you see them next, they say, oh, I've just been thinking about you a lot lately. That's a little practice. And then number 2, let's go out and do the grounding exercise. Let's put our feet on the ground and just imagine like the energy system coming down from our feet and into the earth and connecting with around the center of the earth, Mother Gaia, who is also coming online at the moment, and just feeling grounded. And then if you want, you can imagine, close your eyes and just imagine you've got all the energy from your crown connecting up into the sun And the sun has just come online lately. I think 3i Atlas waved its magic wand at the sun, and it just is glowing so much brighter and stronger. I even think because the moon is so much brighter, like I can see that it looks like it's been zoomed in or something. It's just so much clearer. And my eyesight's getting worse, so it's certainly not that. So connect up to the sun and just feel that connection between the sun and the earth and you in the middle, just grounding yourself here into your heart. Oh, just breathe. Just breathe. And just if there's any more, like we've been looking at those unaligned belief systems, and if anything comes up, it's like, it's not that the physical thing is not real, but it's not who you are. That's the point. I was watching back yesterday's and I was like, I think when a physical thing shows up and then we translate it into, oh, I'm a crap person, I'm a bad human, I'm bad with money, I don't have enough. Like we translate the information that gets presented. It's the belief system that's not real. The information is very real in this 3D world, but it's the way we process it. That's the part that's not true. That's the part that doesn't align with your truth. So all we're doing now is learning how to translate the pieces of 3D information that get given to us and see where we translate. This one thing by itself probably means nothing. By itself, it means nothing. But we've got layers and layers and layers of stories around similar events and things like that, which we lump onto ourselves. We just let that one piggyback on for the ride. So those are the things that we need to stop. I see you. I'm not going to let that jump in and hop on with all that other bundle of unaligned beliefs, which we said is like storing them in our I'm not enough, I'm bad, I'm whatever, all the negative stuff is down in the filing system. We're not going to just file that down in there. We're going to actually get it out and say, actually, no, you're not my truth. I know who I am now. So sorry, goodbye. And while you're at it, you can take some of your friends. Yep. That's what we're doing. And we're going to clear out that and start filling it with our real truth that is you are joy, you are bliss, you are love, you are a miracle, you are amazing, you are pure creation. Okay, and from that, my final parting activity is excuse me, to create something today. Whatever it is that you feel inspired to, create something. I love cooking because that, for me, I find as a form of creation. I love adding this. I'm not much of a recipe person about what if I put that with that? Oh, that would go really well with that. And it's sort of like mixing my creation of food art, I would call it. But if you find cooking a chore, it's not your thing. Like maybe you're drawing or even doodling or even just, I remember I went to the hardware store and got those paint pot, just the testers. They were like $5 or something each in a massive canvas. And just, I can't paint in the theoretical sense, but just swooshing the paint around just felt amazing. Get one of those coloring in books or just get a piece of paper and just start sketching. Me and my son used to like to play a game where we would, we'd start coloring and drawing. We wouldn't even know what we were drawing until the end, and then we'd like piece it together. That was super fun. But just get the pencils out and start coloring, or if you love music, or write a poem, write down some lyrics, or sing a song. I don't know. Create. Today, just create something with no judgment on what you're creating, just for the pure joy of it. Might be a little dance. Make up a little dance. Whatever it is, but that's the last final thing for day 7 is create. Okay, I love you lots. Bye.